What is good with y'all, man? It's your boy Abwon, and I am back with another review. My last one was whatever my last one was. I'm not gonna go back to find out. I had 2 interviews since then, so yeah, I'm here now. So this is before you watch spoiler-free reviews. I review anything, whether it's in theaters or on any streaming platform. And this time I am talking about the newest Netflix series that's probably all over your timelines, because I know you're probably seeing all sorts of memes about it and you're wondering, what is the show about? Squid Game. I actually never saw a trailer for this show. I was on Facebook one day and somebody was just like, oh my God, Squid Game, with hella fire emojis. Y'all know how it goes on social media with the fire emojis. So I was like, the person that said it, I do value her opinion. So I was like, let me watch this trailer. And the second I saw the trailer, I was immediately like, I gotta watch this show. It just looks different. It's extremely vibrant. The cinematography just really looked like my type of show. I could have easily watched the show within 3 days, but I was going on vacation. I had a lot of shoots and stuff like that. So it was really hard for me to try to finish the show. And I got to like episode 4, and then it took me like another 2 weeks to finish the actual show. And I felt like by the time I got to episode 6, everybody and their mom finished the show. I felt so behind when I was probably like 2 weeks ahead of the curve. So I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis here. Individuals that are severely in debt, they're broke. They're broke. And they decide to go to this island to engage in games where you can win a crazy amount of money or you die. It's just that, like, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And they're all kids games, like red light, green light. Everybody's played red light, green light before. Obviously, you know, there are VIPs involved because there's always like rich people and there's always wealthy people involved when it comes to things like this. There are a bunch of twists and turns and things like that. There are so many different characters that are so distinct where it's like you're almost watching an episode of Survivor where you're like, oh, I know this type of character is going to be in this movie or in this show. I know this type of character is going to be here. So the biggest thing that you're probably going to notice is that this show is gory. I'm not going to lie to you. This show is gory. But I honestly feel like if it was not as gory as it is, it would not do the trick. I mean, when people die, you feel it like, ugh, and they die. Like, they don't just get like shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are like falling off bridges. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some sort of character development, not too much, because there are 456 characters in this game. They can't go through all of them. This show would just be too long. But they do speak on a few, and the few that they do speak on, you know, you grow some sort of attachment to them to some degree, maybe because, you know, something about them relates to you. And they do a really good job of putting you in positions where you almost have to make a decision as well too. There's people out here like, oh, if I was playing Squid Game, like I would be good at this game, I would be good at that game. And I'm like, no, you really wouldn't. No, first off, everybody and their mom would probably lose red light, green light. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, I think I'd be nice. No, you would not be. No, you would not be. You would probably lose. And the games just get more and more and more intense. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So now a story came out about how the creator went 10 years being rejected, and he even had to sell his laptop because he was so broke. So, you know, it's just stories like this. You know, it's a feel-good story. And, you know, unfortunately, I'm a creative as well, and I understand the things that we have to go through on our journey, but I'm glad that he stuck with it and that he's reaping massive success, because this show is a massive success. And it is a Korean show, so it is subtitled, or you can watch it dubbed, and that's when they have, you know, English voiceovers. I prefer not to do that. I just want to hear it in its native language, and I'll read the subtitles. But I understand how people can't read and listen at the same time, so they just prefer it to be dubbed. So it's just dope to see that, you know, international shows or can be successful in America without it having to be like overly sexual, or, you know, or overly stereotypical or things like that. Because a lot of shows, I watch a lot of shows like this and people will tell me they just don't like it. The one thing I did not like about this show is that I felt that a lot of these episodes were too long. I really do feel like every episode could have literally been 30 minutes even. That's it. Some of them did drag. I'm not gonna lie. Some episodes did drag. When they, honestly, I think, to me, I feel like when they're not in the actual game, it's kind of boring. Like when they're in quote unquote real life, the show can be kind of boring. Like I just want to see them play the game. The whole time I'm watching, what's the next game? Yo, what's the next game? Who's the next person to get eliminated? Who's the next, you know, character to not make it to the next game? But I understand you can't focus on that same, you can't focus on that the entire time. There are different aspects to the show. It looks great. The cinematography is amazing. Like everything is like so synchronized and symmetrical, and like the way the show is just really filmed. It's filmed really well. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Like I said before, though, check it out. It's on Netflix. Do not watch it with your kids, though. It is extremely graphic. I think there is some nudity in it too, as well. I don't even really care about the language because, like I said, it's subtitled. So anyway, that's what it is. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check it out. It's easily bingeable, if that's even a word. It's only 9 episodes, so. Know what I mean? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you know what's coming up next. I got a review for Venom and No Time to Die. I'm out of here, yo. Peace.